Welcome to Attention Retention, the podcast where we explore the world of recruitment and retention in the trucking and logistics industry. I'm your host, Jackie McManus, CEO of KJ Media, a recruitment advertising agency specializing in this space. Today, we'll discuss creative solutions to attract new drivers to the industry and how it can help you build a strong and reliable workforce. Make sure to like and subscribe on whatever channel you're listening to so you can stay up to date on all future content.
Welcome to Attention Retention with Jackie McManus, your source for the latest trends in transportation recruitment and retention.
As we all know, the trucking and logistics industry is facing a significant challenge in recruiting drivers, not only drivers, but warehouse workers, diesel techs, and other hourly positions. During the pandemic, it became eye-opening that not only are carriers competing within the industry, we're competing with other industries. Currently, we have a shortage of about 84,000 drivers, which is growing year over year. And the situation will only continue to get worse unless the industry as a whole changes their recruiting tactics. Here are a few tips to attract the younger generation into the industry. Tip number one, and this is no surprise, use technology. The younger generation is way more tech savvier, and they use technology to streamline their entire lifestyle. And so you really want to take that and streamline your entire hiring process. So such as online application, video interviews, chat bots to answer questions and provide more of a personalized experience. One of the first steps towards addressing the issue in changing how the young generation perceives the industry, trucking companies really need to frame the career opportunity as a tech-driven, growing industry with vast opportunities for advancement. We have several podcasts, one that's specific on the career growth that companies should be providing for warehouse workers, diesel techs, truck drivers, and as they grow within this space. I have so many friends in this space and folks that own trucking companies, and they were a truck driver themselves, and now they're the GM or the CEO or the COO. And really, as an industry, if we can, as a group, as a collective, reframe the career opportunity as the industry as a whole, that's only going to draw in more people to this industry. Tip number two, leverage social media. Millennials and Gen Z are actively using social media daily. So posting on these platforms is clearly the best way to grab their attention. As we all know, Facebook is out there, Instagram is out there, but more importantly, TikTok and Snapchat. We will be doing a podcast specifically on those two newer tools, quote unquote, and how to leverage them. Every platform performs completely different. And the methods that you attack each platform with and the strategies around that do differ from platform to platform. Facebook, 10 years ago, a lot of people thought I was crazy to start a business around social media. But now I can happily say the targeted generation that we're going after, more than 60% of carriers are actually actively using social media now to recruit towards truck drivers, warehouse workers, and diesel techs. So highly recommend leveraging social media. And one point I always make clear to clients is the strategy of just having an account and posting it once a week or once every other week, or having any sort of inconsistency is really actually just going to hurt your overall branding. When you go to Google your name and you Google your trucking company, the first thing that pops up hopefully is your website and not a competitor's website, which may happen. But secondly, your Facebook page. So now if warehouse workers or drivers go to click on that Facebook page and they see, posts that are not really relevant or inconsistent, it actually doesn't even do you justice. So if you're going to do social media, make sure you're either bringing that in-house or you're relying on an agency like KJ Media so that we can manage that for you so you can have a really strong, active campaign. Tip number three, showcase your company culture. Younger generations value a positive work environment. Highlight your company culture by sharing testimonials, photos, videos, work environment. Use your website, social media, and job descriptions to showcase your company's culture and overall values. Millennials and Gen Z, they have stated that they want careers that have meaning. And trucking companies can make it clear that truck drivers are considered essential workers. There were a lot of clients of ours during the pandemic that had social campaigns around the value of a driver, thanking the driver, showcasing the drivers as essential workers. I think in my career in the industry, it was one of the first times I actually saw not only our industry, but nationwide, the states as a collective actually appreciate the trucker. And I think that's something that should be brought to every company and to our industry more and more. And that's what really can be showcased on social media and through your own company culture. So showcase your company culture, don't just talk about it, be about it. And by being about it, it's about getting your message out there and leverage your current team that you have. Star your highlight employees, your best employees, and get them on social media on your behalf. And then tip number 4, wellness benefits are so critical. Trucking is an industry that can be perceived as unhealthy, as we all know, and trucking companies need to display that they encourage happier, healthier employees by stating a company-wide wellness program. There could be incentives such as extra days for annual leave, bonuses, health insurance, premium discounts. This could also mean paying for wellness apps like MyFitnessPal or Iron Trucker, or offer gym memberships or a group ride gym membership at Planet Fitness. When I was a driver recruiter myself about 17 years ago, we partnered up with Planet Fitness, and we were a regional company in the Northeast, but we partnered up with Planet Fitness. We had about 600 drivers that worked for us, and they all got discounts on Planet Fitness. And this was 17 years ago, and the drivers absolutely loved it and encouraged them to go to the gym, and that wellness was a really critical benefit that our company took seriously. Tip number 5, a positive candidate experience can make a big difference in attracting newer talent. So, really you want to make sure that application process is streamlined. Your ATS, depending on what ATS system that you utilize, you have all the nuts and bolts all figured out. Make sure the candidates feels personalized and that they feel like you're talking to them directly. And so I think the biggest piece during the pandemic that we all learned, and what I saw a shift in, where companies were forced to go mobile, forced to update their websites, forced to go on social media, and finding creative, smart ways to conquer the generation gap in this industry. As we know, baby boomers are retiring, and we are speaking to a new generation. I mean, if you think about it, there's 5 generations that we are targeting in this workforce, all with very different preferences on how they like to be communicated to. So hope you enjoyed our podcast on creating solutions to attract new drivers. We will be discussing this topic a lot more. So please stay tuned to our next topic. And thanks so much for joining us.